Welcome back. Talking to America's most honored lawyers for 2021, attorney David Nachman, founder of NPZ Law Group, helping gain US and Canadian legal immigration status. So, David, in very interesting conversation, and we've been talking about different visas available. Now, I understand that when applying for naturalization, if a person is disabled and can't really learn that easily, can they still become a citizen?
That's a great question, Vijay. And I just want you to know that you've placed a great deal of pressure on me because now I have to make sure that I'm honored in 2022 also. Okay?
Yes, you have to keep it up.
There you go. But actually, so that's a great question, Vijay. And it's actually one that we get very commonly, especially in the Indian community, because a lot of elderly folks now are at the point where they have trouble learning and they qualify for citizenship. And a lot of folks who are in the United States want their parents to become citizens because they are able to take advantage of certain benefits that they wouldn't be able to get if they only hold a green card or they're still, they're still Indian residents.
Mm-hmm.
So citizenship becomes a very serious concern. So they file the N-400 naturalization application. And what we assist with is what's called an N-648 disability waiver. And what's important about the N-648 disability waiver is we'll work with doctors who can make an assessment of the individual to determine whether or not they have a true disability and whether that disability is related to their ability to learn. So it's very important for them to be able to show that disability is a function of their inability to learn. So how does that happen?
Let me stop you there.
Yeah.
Does that mean they can't be just disabled or just not able to learn? It has to both be together. Disabled.
It has to be, right, it has to be connected. But part of that connection, being able to connect it, is that we can help the doctor to understand. For example, when an individual, for example, has diabetes, you would think, how do you connect diabetes to memory and to ability to learn? Well, if you know a little bit about diabetes decreases the blood flow to extremities, and the brain is one of those extremities. So if a doctor puts on a disability waiver that the individual's severe curtailment of blood flow to their brain affects their ability to learn, then obviously diabetes could be connected to one of these disabilities. So if you get a doctor who can fill out a 648 disability waiver, who can say that an individual, and diabetes in the Indian community happens to be a very big problem.
Yes, we have a genetic predisposition to diabetes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so we are able to enlist doctors, or to explain to doctors that this is what they need to say in a disability waiver to assist the individual to connect the disability to their ability to learn. So, this is sort of where the lawyering comes in, if you will.
Yes.
But we have helped many, many people who have not had the ability to learn the English language or learn the civics exam to be able to obtain these disability waivers and thereby to be able to get citizenship in the United States.
Wow, you opened a whole other dimension to this with all of those answers. So thank you so much, David, for sharing this wealth of knowledge. Really appreciate it. That's David Nachman of the NPZ Law Group, the premier international immigration and nationality law firm right here in New Jersey and in New York, in Indiana, Canada, and India. So if you are looking to attain a temporary visa, green card, asylum, and US or Canadian citizenship, then call NPZ Law Group now and schedule your personal consult at 201-670-0006, or just visit them at visaserve.com. Visaserve.com, keeping you current on the law and life. Only on Mirchi, it's hot.